So students, in the last video, we have seen that how transformer was behaving when it was on no load. So we will go further and put transformer on load. I will use the same diagram for the better understanding. Now we have loaded the secondary of transformer, and due to this there will be current I2 in the secondary. Here we are assuming that the load is a resistive load and the transformation ratio is unity. So I will start this video in steps. First of all, I will start from the very beginning, that is transformer is on no load. We gave input voltage V1 to the primary and there was no load current I0. This no load current produced flux phi or phi naught in the core, and it produced E1 in the primary and E2 in the secondary. Now we have connected the load. When we connect the load, there is a current I2 in the secondary. This I2 will produce its own flux phi 2, and this phi 2 will be in opposition to the phi naught. Phi naught is in clockwise direction and phi 2 is in anti-clockwise direction. As this phi 2 is in opposition with the main flux, it will weaken the main flux. So if main flux is weakened, we know that main flux was producing E1, so E1 is also weakened. As E1 is weakened, V1 will be more than E1. So V1 is higher, so this causes more current to flow from V1 to E1 side, and this additional current will be known as I1 dash. This I1 dash will be equal and opposite to I2 so as to nullify the effect of I2 on the flux phi naught, that is main flux. So primary here is now providing no load current plus this additional current I1 dash. So we are continuing with the same diagram which we were using on no load condition. Only thing which we have done is we have removed the components IW and I magnetizing just to make the diagram bit simple. So we have loaded the secondary, and due to this there will be current I2 in the secondary winding. This I2 will be in phase with the E2. So I2 will be in phase with the V2. This I2 is causing additional current I1 dash in the primary. So I will make vector I1 dash in the primary. This is in phase with the voltage V1. So now we have got two currents in the primary. One is I1 dash and other is no load current which was existing before, that is I0. So we have to make the vector sum of these two vectors. So I1 is the vector sum of I0 and I1 dash, and let us say it is lagging applied voltage V1 by phi. Correction, phi 1. Here one thing I forgot to mention, that we are assuming that there are no voltage drops in the winding. So V1 is equal to E1 and E2 is equal to V2, or I can write it E2 is equal to V2 and V1 is equal to E1, but it is in opposition, so I have to mention a mark negative in the E1. I can mention E1 on this side also or this side also, but if I am putting it on the top side, I have to mention a mark, negative mark. So this was phasor diagram of transformer on loaded condition for a resistive load. For the inductive load and capacitive load, we will further see in the next videos.